Welcome to the channel again. A customer says the car cranks but it does not start, so we're going to figure out what is the main reason that causes this and how to fix it. And let's start it out. So when we go right ahead right here, and then we just put our ignition in, and then we start it. Nothing. And then one thing I would like to point quick before we begin, you have to make sure that you have gas in your car, because this is the main reason. I've fixed several cars where customers bring in their car, they say it doesn't start, but the problem is the car is run out of fuel. So first things first, we already established our car has some fuel in there. And number two, it cranks. You can hear the starter going all the way. So that's another thing. So if you crank your car and you don't get anything from the starter, so that will tell you that we have a problem maybe with the voltage, or maybe we have a dead starter. So for this one, at least it can start. So that means our problem might lie on something else. So I'm going to show you one trick or what you do. All right, before I proceed there, so I'll just want to I just hook the computer right there, and once I hook the computer, I run some codes in here, and then it doesn't show me any code about or anything in the engine. It just says everything is just fine. So we have everything right there running straight up. So when you come on all these codes, we don't see any we just see here a signal. This is just for washer fluid and all this other stuff. So literally it doesn't show me any code coming. And the next step will be you just open up your hood, and then you come to the hood. You just open like that. What next to do, you just pop up this cover, the front cover, you put it on the side. I know I'm just demonstrating using a Mercedes, but this procedure should apply to all other brands, because the same thing what I'm about to do is all in all these cars. So next thing, you remove this kind of air duct coming all the way to the secondary air pump, and then what you do, you identify this guy right here. This is a fuel rail, and then on the end of the fuel rail, you just open this thing right here. Alright, when this cover is out of the way, what you do is you look for something pointy and sharp, and then you put it right inside there. So you find out something like this, just like a flat Phillips or just regular Phillips, but with a small tip. And then you just come right here, and then in the middle right there, you just squeeze it. Just squeeze it all the way. You just squeeze it all the way like that. And yes, I think we found our culprit. So when we come right here, and then we just squeeze right in here like this, and then there's nothing coming out from here. This should tell us that the fuel pump is not pumping fuel. So now we have to find out why the fuel pump is pumping fuel, whether it's dead or maybe there's a fuse that's not working right. So I'm going to take you through the process of identifying the right fuse. I know this will be vehicle specific, so you go to your manual of the car to find out where your fuel pump relay is, where your fuel pump is. Another thing you should do also before going in there is, maybe if you have a spare person, you just tell them to get in the car and then start cranking. At the same time you start doing this, you keep squeezing like that. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing right here. Let me just focus in there, and you just squeeze this thing right here in between. Yeah, it's a focus right now. Just squeeze that, just squeeze all the way, just like that. And then if fuel is there, it's going to just gush out, and then it's going to come with the force. Also be careful when you're doing that, don't let it splash on your face, because if the fuel pump is working good, it's going to splash. So just keep a distance. Alright, let's find out the fuse box and the relay and the fuse, where all this is located. Since for demonstration I'm going to be using a CL. It's a 550. So you come to the rear seats. Right here is this kind of an armrest which comes out like this. You just pop it out like that, and when it's done, you just come right inside here. You remove this like this, and then down here we have a kind of like a cover. You just pop it up. So what you do, you just pop it up like that. This cover is going to come out of the way. So those are the locks. So when you're putting it back later on, make sure the lock correctly. So inside here, you take your fuse box thing, your fuse tester, and then you can test all this stuff. So for your information, if you're having a CL, the fuse for fuel relay, fuel pump is this right here. If you can locate, is 25 amp. This right here. And then once that is done, the relay is this one right over here. So what you do, you can take it out, you pull it out, and then you can replace with another one which is working, which you know is working. Also you can change the relay too. And then once that is out of the way, you start starting the car again, and you see if it starts or not. If it doesn't start, guys, we have a bad fuel pump. So you can make arrangements, and then you can buy a fuel pump, and then you can replace it, and then you can start your car and continue. So for those who want to know how where the fuel pump is, normally for this Mercedes is normally under the seat right here. One side is a fuel pump, and then the other side is a fuel filter. What you do, you pop out right from here the rear seat, and once this seat comes out like this, you pull it out like that. So down right here is where our fuel pump is. So you open all these bolts, and then you place this guy right here, and then once that is done, you'll be good to go. Another thing which I always encourage is sometimes of the level fuel, the fuel level sometimes can be deceiving. So what you normally do sometimes is, if you're not sure, you can just get just go buy some gasoline, put in your car, and then try cranking, because sometimes the thing can be misleading, and maybe you think your fuel pump is bad, but there's no fuel in the tank. So that should be able to fix the problem. Alright, thank you for watching this. If you have any question, you can leave in the comment section, and then see you in the next video.